It's kind of dark back here in this campsite. It's I didn't even notice. I think maybe it's about 7 o'clock, but it's what is it? Or maybe it's only 6 o'clock. Actually, I don't remember. Sorry. I guess it don't matter, does it? Um, but it's Saturday evening, the 10th of September, and we are here at the Grand Isle campsite that I was blessed to get this morning. Rolled in sometime after 9, maybe around 9:30 or so, and again got us a campsite and went ahead and, can't say I set up camp, but well, I mean I did. I spread my stuff out a little bit. Cowboy camping again tonight, so no need to put a tent up or anything, but I did go ahead and lay that stuff out so it could dry out a little bit and air out, and all that good stuff. And got us a nice fire going. The this site had a couple pieces, and then the next site down where the pop-up is, it was empty. It was empty, of course, but there was some wood down there that I brought up as well. And let me turn this back around. So there's old Zeke behind me, 85.4 miles on him today, just running around. And so anyhow, as I was saying though, again, I always get sidetracked. Got the site, sometime, around 10 o'clock probably, and left most of the stuff here, and then just rolled out for the day. We headed north up towards New York. I had to pick up my blood pressure medication in Champlain, New York, which really wasn't that far. I don't know as far as miles. It might have been like maybe 40 miles or so. Yeah, somewhere in there probably. Because again, 85, today, there and back with a little bit of extra, running around or whatever. So yeah, we rolled into Rouse's Point, a village there in New York, right across the bridge from Vermont. Went across this pretty cool bridge that I GoPro'd, and rolled into, like I said, New York and Rouse's Point, and then Champlain was just beyond it. And so thankfully I got my blood pressure medication. I skipped it last night, which is never good to skip, but I was out, so I'm all right though. Thankfully I'm all right. So let's see, what else? So y'all met Mike last night here at the lakeside. Interesting young man. He ended up being around a little bit longer after I shut the video down, and he was quite a talker, clearly. You guys got to see that a little bit, and just interesting young man though. He's all into cars and motorcycles, and it was good to meet you there, Michael, and good talking to you, brother. But thankfully he got his car started again and got on the road. But and two, I watched that video, as I often do, or I'll watch part of them, and I need to apologize. One thing I noticed, I kept working my corner of my mustache with my tongue. It's a bad habit I have, but I don't think I'd ever done it on video before. I was doing that, and two, when talk about his car not starting, I said it sucked, like 4 times, I think. And that's, I don't know, to some people it's kind of a vulgar word, and it's slang. A lot of us use it, but it seemed like I said it about 4 times. So again, my apologies if that does offend anybody. But two, I wanted to mention as far as meeting people yesterday, some guys that I did not mention. I met there in Gorham, New Hampshire, there at the Mickey D's before I left. I met two, this helps remember their names, ABC, Al, Bob, and Chuck. And they're all from, they all live there in New Hampshire, I believe. But they're from, like, one of them, actually 2 of them. I think Bob was from, like, Farmington, or Chuck was from Farmington, Maine. But I was going to say 1 or 2 of them were from Maine, but again, they live there in New Hampshire. I think he might have said southern New Hampshire. But they were all on bikes and out riding for the day. And I spoke to them there for a bit there in McDonald's, and it was good meeting you guys and good talking to you guys. Just seemed like some really nice guys. And then, let's see, today I met some folks, of course. Let's see, I met Jason. That bridge that I mentioned, it went from Vermont to New York. When I came back across it, there was like a gravel pull-off, and right next to it, it's, I'm sure people probably just stop for the view, and because again, it's right there, Lake Champlain. It's actually looking to the right when you're facing New York. Up to the right is Canada, not very far up there. Jason had pointed out, that Canada was evidently right there. So yeah, Jason was there fishing, driving a big old Dodge, cool looking truck, but a cool. I say young guy. I mean, he's not old, but kind of surprised me. I think he said he'd be 40. Figured he was younger than that, but he was a cool dude. I enjoyed meeting you there, Jason. Actually, I told him he reminds me of my cousin Chris in West Virginia. But I enjoyed meeting him and talking to him. And let's see, and then right down the road from that, coming back, towards camp. Again, wasn't very far from, after crossing the bridge from New York, there was there's like a carry out, deli, ice cream place and all that. So actually I bought some macaroni salad and bought a blueberry soft serve that was absolutely delightful. And they had all kinds of flavors, but I went with blueberry because again, I'm just, I guess you'd say I'm still in the area. I don't know if Vermont's known for blueberry, but close enough to Maine where I'm still trying to get the blueberry in while I can. And so it was delicious, and I'm looking forward to trying that macaroni salad here soon with my dinner. But I met some folks. They were in they might have been in a Dodge also, a silver truck. Real nice couple, and unfortunately we didn't do names, but they did, told them about the trip. They'd commented on the bike maybe, and looked like I'd been a lot of places or something. So yeah, as I often do, told them about the trip and about my YouTube channel and all. But we talked before they went in, and then when they came back out. And guys, it was really good to meet you. And I apologize, I should have told you my name and asked you yours. But again, you guys were in the silver. It was either silver Dodge 4-door pickup or it was a silver Ford, but I'm pretty sure it was a Dodge as well. But great to meet you guys, and good talking to you. And then I met a young man there sitting in his car. He had overheard me talking to them, and he hollered and asked what my channel was. And so I went over to his car and talked to him. But a young guy named Alex, and he said he would definitely watch it. He said that's the type of thing he watches. So it was great to meet you too, Alex, and wish you the best, brother. Let's see. I think that's all the people I've met today. I mean, for the most part, as far as folks are. No, it's not. I met Phelp. I stopped at this other gas station, even closer to camp here. Gas station again, store, all kinds of stuff going on there. And outside of it, though, he was parked out there on his Honda. Oh man, cool looking bike. Really cool looking bike. And we talked, bikes and all that for a while. Actually, when I pulled up, he was like, "You're not Jason?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not Jason." But evidently, Jason is his mechanic who's in the area, who's also a Royal Enfield dealership. So I guess he saw the Royal Enfield, and I thought maybe I was him, with my helmet on and all that before I got up close to him. But yeah, we talked for quite a bit, and he dude knows his stuff, man. He was talking some real technical, bike stuff that's over my head. I told him I'm a new rider. Just started riding last year, but it was good to meet him, man. Good talking to him, and he's a little bit older, not old by any means, but older than I am. And he had laid his bike down. I don't know how recent that was, but actually broke his hip, so he's moved to he's got a lighter bike now, but still riding, and all that. And but Philip, it was good to meet you and good talking to you as well, brother. And he had said that he would check my channel out, so hope you're watching, man, and I appreciate it. That, and then just when I came back just a little bit ago, I swam. I got in Lake Champlain and swam around there for a few minutes. Probably one of the bigger swims I've had, as far as spending time in the water, and actually wasn't just a dip, and I was swimming, going under and all that, and just clear water, and it felt amazing. Rinse off all the week's, road grime and sweat and all that, because it's been pretty warm. Today was another warm day, and, it's a very summer-like day. And I'd say these days are limited, though, too, so we better enjoy them while we got them, especially these folks up, as far north. That's, winter hits them a lot earlier than it does us all the way down here in Ohio. But anyhow, just absolutely beautiful day. This area has not disappointed. Again, it's a lot really kind of what I expected. and and again, a good way, and just beautiful, just farmland, and there's farm stands and pumpkins being sold. And I stopped at this one in Hero, in North Hero, this morning. I stopped at at a uh, a general store, and got coffee and a piece of pastry and sat out there for a bit. And there were other folks on bikes and just folks, you know, in and out, real busy place. And it was across the road from it was the water, and they had like a sitting area, and with some tables and all. And then there was a dock, and I sat there next to the or the ramp down to the dock, and I sat on a concrete wall there by the ramp leading down to the dock. Sat there for a few minutes, and then I went back over by the store, and I sat like there was a community center or something, and I just sat over there for a little bit as well. But it was a beautiful day up here in Vermont. Let's see. I think that's about it. I think I might shut it down again. If I didn't say, this is Grand Isle State Park, and we are on Grand Isle, of course. God willing, I'm gonna roll out tomorrow. I'm just not sure if I'm going to ride back up north the way I was today, back into New York up there, and then back down to I think it's Plattsburgh, or just take the ferry across right up here and over to Plattsburgh. It's probably where I would come out. I'm not sure if that's where the ferry comes out over there. It probably does, but anyhow, to take the ferry across, I might do that. That'd be a nice, like Jason said, kind of a nice cruise, nice cruise across the lake. And years ago, when which I don't know if I mentioned, but when I was up here with Mom and Dad and Lori, we were on the way back from Brother John's. We'd been up here for a visit, and we crossed Lake Champlain. And again, that's why, part of the reason why I've been wanting to come back ever since. It was it was just beautiful from what I remember taking that ferry. And then also seeing on, I don't know, the Learning Channel or History Channel or whichever one it was, I've seen one of them shows about the lake monster that they supposedly have, Champ, and stuff like that fascinates me. I have to admit, it really does. And so but camping there last night in that marshy area, and then swimming in it today and all that, I just can't help but think about Champ. I was picturing Champ coming up out of the water when I was sitting at the shoreline there after my swim. Yeah, and I just think that would be so cool to see something like that. And if such a thing exists, probably not, but I like the idea of it. I think it's fun. That might be it. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow. God willing, I'll be calling her and talking about her in a video. And I guess for now, I'm gonna shut it down. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else. And again, no need to just keep running it. But just beautiful day, though. Beautiful campsite. Beautiful area. Just so blessed to be here in Vermont. Again, around Lake Champlain. I don't even know how many miles home. I think, like probably less than 900 now. But still no hurry. I can maybe drag this out, so to speak, another, I don't know, 10 days or whatever it is, something like that. Yeah, we'll see, God willing. But anyhow, thanks for watching all. Good night, and just God bless you all.